Shalom and good day all, this is Healing29 back again for some DC reviews, and in these DC reviews I'll be covering The Flash, issue 16 by Simon Spurrier, and also the Justice League Unlimited by Mark Waid. I'll now get things ready and organised for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So, moving on to first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? In some essence, not so much, to which I gave the cover a 6 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area of the internal art and what is also happening story-wise with the characters. As we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end. So as the story begins, we catch up with the Flash family members as they finally catch up with the character I believe is called the Weatherman. And of course, whilst this is occurring, they have their own issues to deal with at the same time. As we jump towards the middle of the story, we finally catch up with Jay and Irie West of what these members are doing in this particular time, as Wally West also works on trying to take out the villain. And last but not least, towards the end, to which Jay and Irie West finally catch up with their father and what's happening with them on Skataris. For the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story. Now, considering how far we are story-wise, were we given any comic book references to any of the previous issues? The answer is no, we weren't. Next is the location, to which we got to see Skataris itself, to which they are presently, and also what's happening with the Watchtower, with the key cast of characters consisting of the Wally West's family and their members, along with the Weatherman and also members of the Justice League. The overall story rating of this, I give a 6.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into Justice League Unlimited, issue 2. So as we move into Justice League Unlimited, issue 2, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what is happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we end up in the area of Costa Rica. A little bit before this page that we see here, we see the character of Blue Scarab. Well, that's what I call him. Even though DC wants to call him Blue Beetle, I think Blue Scarab would actually be a better title for Jaime Reyes, seeing it also deals with like different color scarabs, including the yellow and the other characters that have made their appearances within DC Comics. We see that there's a bit of a situation involving the parademons on the Earth right now, whilst the heroes are going out of their way, and all those connected to the present Justice League Unlimited. Delving a little bit further within the story, we get to see what more is happening, and also we do get a bit of a connection to other comic books that are connected to some of these events that are happening right now. I'll get to that when it gets to the area of the story rating. And last but not least, towards the end, at which we get to see more Justice League members taking on the parademons, along with the help of John Johns, Martian Manhunter. For the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story. First things, one thing I do want to point out is that we did actually get some comic book references. First was in relation to the DC All-In Special. There was, of course, issue 1, so the previous issue to this one, and also the Black Lightning series that is presently happening, along with the one in relation to the Question and the Watchtower events. So we know that this is actually connecting to a number of these events. Next is the area of time, to which we got no indication of. Next was the locations, to which we got to see Costa Rica, Singapore, and the Watchtower itself. The key cast of characters that made an appearance in this was Blue Scarab, Jaime Reyes, of course, the original members of the Justice League. We have the Parademons that made an appearance, to which they're connected to the area of Apocalypse. We had Mary Marvel, Mr. Terrific, Dr. Occult, as well as Martian Manhunter. For the overall story rating, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.